What do we do with trash? Waste is bad, obviously, but some things you just can't recycle. So what do you do with it? Well, believe it or not, but that old sock might be able to turn on your toaster. In the US every year, on average, over 50% of all waste ends up in landfills. Now, there are obvious issues about goods that can be recycled that aren't being recycled. Paper products were a quarter of all waste that went to landfills in 2017. Glass and metal made up a further 15%. But a larger problem is that we are not taking advantage of our waste. Countries like Sweden and Singapore use specialized power plants to burn their waste and then reclaim the energy to power their cities. In Sweden, only 1% of their yearly waste makes it to landfills, striking in contrast to the US where around 52% of our waste is sent to landfills every year. In fact, Sweden burns so much trash, they've started to import other countries' waste to burn in their power plants. For Singapore, the country is so small they just don't have the physical space to keep creating landfills. Pulau Semakau is a man-made island off the coast of Singapore. Waste is taken there and incinerated. The energy helps power some of the major cities in Singapore, and the island itself doubles as a water reclamation facility. Burning waste comes with its own set of limitations. For starters, to properly take advantage of combustion and energy reclamation, you need to build the necessary infrastructure. Both Sweden and Singapore have been working on waste incineration and energy reclamation since the 70s, but that doesn't mean we can't catch up. In 2017, the US used the same type of technology to burn and recover energy from over 30 million tons of waste. The issue is that's just a shade under 13% of all waste in the United States. Now, detractors fairly point out that there's a potential for toxins to be released into the air and that these types of facilities can have higher carbon dioxide emissions. But when built and operated properly, these facilities not only filter out most toxins, they also have a smaller carbon footprint than normal landfills. Not to mention that by burning waste, you help reduce the burning of fossil fuels. In a 2018 article for the New York Times, Tekniska Verken, a Swedish facility, estimated that its trash burning operations that past year avoided emitting the equivalent of 467,000 tons of carbon dioxide. That same facility also produces methane biogas from the food waste they incinerate. The gas is used to power over 200 buses in the county Verken is based in, as well as garbage trucks and even some taxis. Burning garbage to recover energy is not a perfect solution, but it clears up space in landfills and provides the surrounding area with energy and electricity. Look, you don't need to go running off to your state legislature and start pushing for a trash-burning industrial complex in the next 5 years. But the most helpful thing you can do for the environment is to just not create waste. All your organic waste, banana peels, apple cores, leftover dinner, compost that if you can. It can do far more in the ground helping to re-enrich the soil than just sitting in a landfill. And all your plastic, paper, cans, and bottles, try and recycle them as best you can. Remember, there are literally hundreds of millions of tons of garbage doing nothing in landfills in this country, so why not put it to good use?